Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable? Tomatoes are omnipresent in the American eating regimen. They show up in sauces, servings of mixed greens, juices, soups and somewhere else. Their predominance is uplifting news. Tomatoes are energizing just as scrumptious and adaptable. They are particularly praised for their cardiovascular advantages. Tomatoes are low in calories, around 25 calories for each one medium-sized tomato, yet loaded up with sustenance, said Heather Mangieri, a Pittsburgh-based enlisted dietitian and nutritionist, wellbeing creator and representative for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. They are acceptable wellsprings of a few nutrients, minerals and phytonutrients, particularly the carotenoid lycopene, which gives tomatoes their dynamic red shading. Be that as it may, Americans didn't generally exploit tomatoes' integrity. Tomatoes were utilized as an enlivening plant until the last part of the 1800s. Individuals thought tomatoes were noxious, most likely in light of the fact that they have a place with the nightshade family, as indicated by the Texas A&M University Cultivation Division. Tomatoes do, truth be told, contain alkaloids that can cause antagonistic responses in certain individuals. Be that as it may, while individuals in North America were avoiding tomatoes, indigenous people groups in South America, just as Europeans, were chowing down. Tomatoes are local to the area of Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia and Chile. Around the 1500s, Spanish conquistadors started delivering them around the world. Fruit or vegetable? Regardless of whether a tomato is named a fruit or a vegetable relies upon whom you inquire. A botanist would disclose to you that a tomato is an organic product just as a berry since it creates from a solitary prepared ovary. A gourmet expert or U.S. legislator, be that as it may, might oppose this idea. In 1886, in an assessment claim with a tomato merchant, the Supreme Court decided that tomatoes are vegetables, as indicated by National Geographic. The U.S. branch of agriculture records tomatoes and tomato items in the vegetable gathering in the National Nutrient Database. Be that as it may, the essential explanation we consider tomatoes vegetables is their flavorful taste, which we partner with primary suppers as opposed to sweeter bites. There are many assortments of tomatoes. They can beard, pink, yellow, orange tangerine, green, purple, earthy colored, or dark, as per World's Healthiest Foods. Among the biggest assortments are beefsteak and hamburger ace tomatoes. Roma tomatoes are medium in size, and cherry and grape tomatoes are little. The expression, legacy tomatoes, has a few distinct implications. Generally, the term alludes to seeds that get passed on from age to age inside a family. In any case, there are likewise, business treasure, tomatoes in the commercial center, which are regularly delivered from cross-reproducing and open fertilization. Medical advantages. Heart well-being. Lycopene is thought to lessen the danger of coronary illness, said Mangieri. A 2011 audit of studies on lycopene and coronary illness, distributed in Current Medicinal Chemistry, discovered that most exploration bolsters the positive connection between lycopene admission or low portion supplementation and decreased danger of coronary illness. This is likely because of two of lycopene's activities, including fats in the circulation system. Lycopene, and some different phytonutrients, can bring down lipid peroxidation. Lipid peroxidation is when fats in the blood are harmed by oxygen and in abundance can trigger slow hindering of veins atherosclerosis. Lycopene has likewise been appeared to bring about brought down LDL, terrible cholesterol and fatty substance levels. Beta-carotene may help bring down the danger of metabolic condition, in any event in middle age and old men, an examination distributed in the Journal of Nutrition found. Metabolic condition is described by hypertension, high glucose, anomalous cholesterol levels and abundance fat around the midsection. It is regularly viewed as an antecedent to coronary illness and diabetes. In the investigation, men with the most beta-carotene admission had the least danger of metabolic condition, just as decreased midsection periphery. Researchers presume this is the consequence of beta-carotene's cancer prevention agent exercises. Phytonutrients in tomatoes can likewise help decrease unnecessary platelet bunching, which can prompt undesirable thickening and vein blockages, as per an investigation of 19 leafy foods vegetables distributed in blood coagulation fibrinolysis. The investigation discovered tomatoes to be among the best nourishments in such manner. Vitamin C, as well, is connected to a diminished danger of cardiovascular infection. A recent report distributed in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition took a gander at in excess of 100,000 individuals and found that the individuals who ate the most leafy foods had a 15% lower danger of creating coronary illness. Those with the most elevated vitamin C levels in their plasma had significantly more decreased cases of coronary illness. Researchers guess that vitamin C may have cardiovascular advantages since it is a cancer prevention agent. It additionally may bring down terrible LDL cholesterol and keep supply routes adaptable, as indicated by the University of Maryland Medical Center. An eating regimen wealthy in potassium assists with balancing a portion of sodium's unsafe consequences for circulatory strain, said Mangieri. This is on the grounds that potassium advances vasodilation, or augmenting of the veins, which diminishes pulse. One investigation of 12,000 grown-ups, distributed in Archives of Internal Medicine, demonstrated that the individuals who devoured 4,069 milligrams of potassium every day brought down their danger of cardiovascular sickness and ischemic coronary illness by 37% and 49%, separately, contrasted with the individuals who took 1,793 milligrams for each day. Cancer prevention agent power. In spite of the fact that the greater part of the phytonutrients and nutrients in tomatoes have powerful cell reinforcement properties, lycopene is a champion. In a test tube study distributed in Archives of Biochemistry and Biophysics, analysts found that lycopene was best at deactivating singlet oxygen, a destructive free radical, of the apparent multitude of carotenoids. This could be on the grounds that lycopene has a novel particle shape that is exceptionally successful in deactivating free radicals. Solid bones. Lycopene may advance bone well-being and help forestall the improvement of osteoporosis. An examination distributed in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that members with more significant levels of lycopene in their blood were more averse to encounter hip or nonvertebral crack. Besides, an investigation distributed in Osteoporosis International found that postmenopausal ladies who added lycopene to their weight control plans for 4 months saw diminished bone resorption, breakdown of bones. Vision. Tomatoes contain both nutrient and beta-carotene, which can transform into nutrient A when processed. Vitamin A is known to be fundamental for vision. It is needed to keep the retina working accurately and for low light and shading vision, as indicated by the Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University. It additionally assumes a job in eye improvement. Assimilation. Mangieri noticed tomatoes' high fiber content, which fills around 9% of your day-by-day needs per cup. This can help advance smooth assimilation, sound stool mass and normality, which keeps up colorectal well-being. As indicated by the Mayo Clinic, a high-fiber diet may help decrease the danger of hemorrhoids and diverticulitis, little, agonizing pockets on the colon. Skin. Tomatoes' vitamin C and vitamin A substance is useful for your skin. As per the Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University, vitamin C is vital for collagen creation, which keeps your skin looking energetic and helps in wound recuperating, and vitamin A will be a compound in retinoids, which are famous and hostile to maturing skin medicines. Beta-carotene may help secure against burn from the sun, as per a meta-examination distributed in photochemistry and photobiology. The analysts took a gander at a few investigations and found that members who took beta-carotene supplements for 10 weeks had lower paces of burn from the sun. For every period of extra supplementation, the security level expanded. Malignant growth anticipation. A 1999 audit distributed in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute found that tomatoes and lycopene were related with decreased danger of tumors of the prostate, lung, stomach, pancreas, colon and rectum, throat, oral depression, bosom and cervix. The affiliations were most grounded for prostate, lung and stomach diseases. Much exploration has concentrated on the connection between decreased prostate malignancy danger and tomatoes. For instance, a huge scope investigation of almost 50,000 men distributed in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute found an opposite connection between lycopene from tomatoes and prostate malignant growth hazard. Men with the most elevated levels of lycopene were 21% more averse to create prostate disease than those with the least lycopene levels. Another examination distributed in PLOS One found that alpha-tomatine, a saponin phytonutrient in tomatoes, was related with the passing of prostate malignancy cells in a research center setting. Alpha-tomatine was likewise connected with hostile to development impacts in non-little cell cellular breakdown in the lung cells, as indicated by an investigation in Cell Biochemistry and Biophysics. A 2015 audit distributed in the Journal of Cancer Prevention found that lycopene brought down the danger of stomach malignancy through its cell reinforcement activities. Scientists took a gander at members who smoked, experienced ceaseless irritation or had raised degrees of stomach microorganisms Helicobacter pylori. However, they noticed that terrible eating routine and family ancestry could likewise be hazard factors diminished by lycopene. Stroke. Lycopene may diminish stroke hazard, at any rate in men. As per a 12-year study distributed in Neurology, moderately aged men with the most elevated levels of lycopene in their blood had a 55% diminished pace of any sort of stroke. They had a 59% decreased pace of strokes from blood clumps, the most well-known kind. Insight. The beta-carotene in tomatoes may help ensure against intellectual decrease. An examination distributed in JAMA found that men who took beta-carotene supplements long haul, the investigation secured 18 years, were more averse to